Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the relationship between Donald Trump and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Why did their good relationship, that used to be talked about during Donald Trump's first term, have gone from beautiful relationship to a relationship that have gone down the drain? All right. Now, some people are talking about the tariffs, how Donald Trump has imposed 25% tariff to Indian goods coming into America. And then, funny enough, Indian people are saying that it's not going to affect them, because one thing about all these countries, what they do is that when Donald Trump give them these sanctions or impose this tariff, especially the tariff, the first thing they will say, oh, the tariff is not going to hurt us. The tariff is not going to do anything to us, that everything is fine. But the truth is, the tariff always hurt, but they don't admit it publicly. China was saying the same thing when they went back and forth between America and China. America give them 50% tariff. They retaliate on all the way to, it got to 145%. So in the case of India, the last time I checked was America gave them 25% tariff on Indian goods. I don't know the retaliatory policy that India have for America. I haven't checked, but I think the problem is bigger than the tariff. One thing, for you to understand what is going on between India and America today, the relationship between India and America today, this is for my Indian Americans, Indians in diaspora watching this. Pay attention. If I'm saying something wrong, let me know in the comment section. You have to go back to 30 plus or 40 years ago. India, and there's few other countries. India is the most powerful country, or the most major country that have this non-aligned policy. So non-aligned policy that India have for decades have put them in a place of they can easily do business with anybody. While they position themselves as an American ally, at least on paper, but on record, is commitment wise, they don't really, it doesn't really show. Now, they have been playing this thing for past US president, they overlooked it. I think Donald Trump is started to take a second look at this unaligned policy that Indians have. It might not be talked about on the news or public set, but this is what I think. Because one, Russia, you see how Russia come into this picture? Russia have been in war with Ukraine. All the sanctions America have imposed on Russia have little to no effect on Russia. Every sanction that America gave Russia have a backdoor policy to back it up, at least to be even, right? And one of those backdoors is India. If I tell you that India has single-handedly financing the war going on in Ukraine, you will not believe it. But they have. I don't blame India, but then again, if you want to posture yourself as an American ally, the move you're making is actually hurting America. How is that? India see that when the war started in 2022, America is pressuring Europeans to stop buying Russian oil. Europeans don't have, and this was started in the winter, in the midwinter. Europeans don't know how to, this happens just all of a sudden. How can they fix this problem? They have to heat their homes and all that stuff, right? I think what Europeans did is they increased their gas and energy importation via Middle East, Qatar, and the rest of them. But there's nothing, it is easier, much easier through Russian pipeline, right, into Europe. Let me pause and go to India then. When it comes to India have about 1.2 to 1.3 billion people at least And out of that, like 300 million active drivers drive cars within India, right? They use gas, they use petrol, they use all kind of energy to power their industries, power their cars and all that stuff. Guess what? Russia, they went to Russia, have this exclusive deal with Russia. So the losses Russia is losing in Ukraine, in Europe, right? They are, filling it up with India, the energy supply they are supplying to India, and India is buying them cheap oil. And when they buy them cheap oil, Russia used the money to maintain their economy while they are fighting the war. So Donald Trump and his people know these things. Previous administration knows this, they overlook it. Donald Trump have started looking into this and said, I think I'm just going to start approaching this, the way I want to approach it from now. So I think that's the reason why Donald Trump's relationship with Narendra Modi have gone the way they have gone. Because Narendra Modi is conservative. The same style of he rules India is the same style Donald Trump is ruling America. So they have this strong will to rule their country, put them in the right direction, protect them, the same policy. But when it comes to foreign policies, when it comes to global politics, for global political nerds like me, sometimes it is what you don't hear and what you don't see is what counts, right? So for people that is looking at it from tariffs versus tariffs, it is not. I think it have to do with India playing double sides. Yeah, and they have been getting away with, because the odds of India economy getting to where it is now, right? If you bet 30 years ago, no. India is expected to grow economically, but not where it is now. They have lifted tens of millions of people out of poverty. There's still poverty in India, but tens of millions, millions of people. In an estimate, about 300 million people have been lifted out of poverty in the last 20 years. So, and that not aligned policy, not aligned policies, they cannot align with any country to have a military situation against another country. You understand? So that's to put it in simple terms. So they have used it to move around, propagate their economy, propagate their foreign policy. That's why they can be cool with Russia and they can be cool with America. And they can be cool with, even though their relationship with China is frosty because of the border dispute, but on economic to economic level, everything is okay. See, that's the policy that India and Donald Trump, for whatever reason, have narrowed down to this weird combination India is displaying on their global political strategy. So the only thing Indian government can do now is, Narendra Modi can do now, is to stall, delay whatever back and forth that is going on, whatever issue or policy Donald Trump want him to implement in their country, for if they want to do business with America robustly, in a very easy way. He can stall and hoping that who is going to be the next president of America will take it easy on them while they continue their political strategy. That's how I look at it, and I think that's what it is. So for those of you that look at it from the same, it's not the same America and China situation. It's not the same with America and India. India is a little bit more complex because America know where China stands. And China is American adversary. They know. You say the devil you know is better than the angel that you don't know. So America know where China stands. But India is like this to America. At least from Donald Trump perspective. Other U.S. government, like whether a Democrat or Republican, have overlooked it. But the war in Ukraine and the way Indians are doing business with Russia kind of made Donald Trump have a second look in this second term as president on Indian foreign policy. And don't even get me started with BRICS. Because India being part of BRICS and playing a major role in it is what Donald Trump is looking into. Because American government, I should say under Donald Trump administration, don't like BRICS. Previous US government don't even care. They overlook it. They don't even see it as any threat. But for whatever reason, Donald Trump is taking a second look at BRICS. Whenever they are having a meeting or something, Donald Trump either tweet on it or release some kind of news that is attacking what they are doing. So India is a country that at some point in the future they have to change that policy, because they have to choose sides at some point where they stand. That non-aligned policy can take you far, but not for long. So that's the video, man. If you are watching up to this point, share your thoughts in the comment section. If there's where I made a mistake or something that I didn't include in what I just said, add it in the comment section. All right, see you guys on the next one.